Folks, what do we want? When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you very much. Folks, these people here are dying symbolically, but this is only a fraction of the people that are going to be dying today. You can take action. We are having our next council meeting this Thursday night. You're welcome to join us at this council meeting. There's information about it. You need to sign up for it, but we'd love to have you be there. In addition, please call your senators, call the White House, write the New York Times, tell them a public option is necessary. We need health care. These people are dying symbolically today, but there are thousands of people dying each year, unnecessary deaths. Absolutely. Folks, I'm going to ask you just to program this number right into your cell phone now. I'm going to do it as well so I can call it back later on today. This is Senator Charles Schumer's telephone number, if I could find my phone. The number is, we'll call the DC office. He'll have more help there. 202. I'm sorry, the DC office is 202 224 4451. Yeah, if you can't get through, if it's busy, whatever, I'm going to actually try dialing it right now, see if I can get someone. It is ringing. We'll see what I get. Oh, I just called Gillibrand. I'm not calling Schumer. Whoops. It's still a senator. I think it counts.
Gillibrand.
And I'm on hold. I'm on hold. Just like the people who do not have health care, they're on hold as well. Their lives get put on hold. No one cares about them because the insurance companies need to keep making profits. Folks, we're dying for a public option. These people are dying symbolically, but it's in honor of the people that have died and will continue to die until we get a public option. Healthcare for all, indeed. We're going to take a moment of silence in honor of the dead. That is what we do. We need to pass health care, and we need to pass it now. What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
Excellent.
My name's Ken Peasaw, and I'm one of the lucky people. Right now, I'm currently covered by Medicare because I'm physically disabled. Before, when I was working, and it was private insurance, they refused to operate on a brain tumor, which I had had since I was 9 years old. They said it was a pre-existing condition. I had it removed finally a few years ago, and it would have killed me if it had not been removed. At this current time, I've got 6 herniated discs that have to be operated on, and that will be covered under my Medicare. But a few years ago, no, pre-existing conditions. And the people that just don't have the insurance, it's our fault too for not doing more. We have to really reach out to each other, or other organizations, and make them do it. The only way we'll get it is us demanding.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And he's right. He's absolutely right. The only way that we can get health care for people who don't have it is by speaking up. And that's what we are doing here today. And we are going to continue to speak up, but we need your help to speak up for those that don't have the voice, for those that are too sick to speak up, for those that are not in a position to speak up. All of us, we need to care. Folks, we're dying here today for a public option. These folks are symbolically dying, but they are only a fraction of the people who are actually really dying, and these deaths are happening today. By the end of the day today, 122 people will have died because they do not have access to health care. That is an egregious amount and is unacceptable.
Let's give out Schumer's number now.
Sure. Folks, I'm going to take a moment right now as well, and I'm going to dial Chuck Schumer's office. Mr. Chuck Schumer, Charles Schumer, we know that he is supporting us. Folks, we're here today because we're in support of a public option. We're here today because we care about our fellow Americans. If you did not have health care, we would be standing here for you. Think about it. Think about the amount of fear that people live in. Think about what they go through. There is no memorial for people who have died without health care. There is no memorial, so we are creating one here on the corner of 41st Street and 8th Avenue in New York City, New York. There is no memorial because people are not paying attention. There is no memorial because the insurance companies won't let there be a memorial because they're claiming there is no problem. The insurance companies are spending outrageous amounts of money. Let me get my stat here. The insurance companies are spending $5 million a week. That is $5 million a week that could be curing cancer. That is $5 million a week that could be saving lives. That's almost $1 million a day. Almost $1 million a day is being spent to block people. The insurance companies are spending money so that people will continue to die. These are the people who are making decisions about our health care. This is insane. This must be stopped. We need the public option, and we need it now. What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Public option!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you so much. These people are dying symbolically, but there are many people who are dying not symbolically. They're dying for real. If you were one of those people, this would become a major issue in your life. Don't wait till it does. Act today. We've got flyers that have the phone numbers for Christian Gillibrand and for Charles Schumer. They need phone calls. They need to know that we support the public option and we support their efforts in Washington. There's also on that flyer is a phone number for President Obama. Please call Obama's office. Tell him you support health care. Tell him you support this you do not want to see any more horrible and unnecessary losses of life. Also, sign up on the sign-in sheets that are going around. We would love to have you be a part of our organization, MoveOn.org.
Got red hats on.
The folks have got red hats on. Look for the red hats and sign in, sign up, get involved. Don't wait until it's you who's stuck without health care.